With your latest news, I'm April Cummings. The total number of COVID-19 vaccines administered in the Cayman Islands is now 11,008. 3,972 represent second doses of the vaccine. Chief Medical Officer Dr. John Lee reports 239 COVID-19 tests carried out since Tuesday. All are negative. 776 people are in isolation.
I make the case here today for the return of a third Progressives-led government.
The Premier takes the opportunity while addressing local business owners at the annual general meeting of the Chamber of Commerce to ask for their support in the upcoming election, highlighting just a few of the things his government has accomplished in the past 8 years.
This government has shown that we can deliver on the commitments we make. In education, we have implemented a challenging new curriculum and promoted improvements in the quality of teaching that are driving higher educational standards. On the environment, we have delivered a massive extension to the Marine Parks program, designated new environmentally protected sites, and safeguarded more public open space for people to enjoy. The new Customs and Border Control Service is protecting our borders from external threats, while the new Coast Guard helps keep our seas safer. And we have continued to support people and businesses by investing in our national infrastructure.
Minister McLaughlin says his government has demonstrated, quote, strong and certain leadership necessary to steer the country in good times and bad. He also reminded the chamber members that his preferred successor, if elected, would be Finance Minister and former President of the Chamber, the Honourable Roy McTaggart.
I have no doubt that he has the will, the determination, and the credibility necessary to take our country forward. I feel confident that when the Progressives Party, of which he is a member, meets at its party conference, it will choose him as the Progressives' new political leader. And I equally have confidence that not only will he be returned by the good people of Georgetown East, but that his colleagues will support his leadership as Premier.
The Chamber's AGM was held on Friday. The Elections Office publishes the revised Register of Electors today. Radio Cayman's Dion Anglin has more.
Subject to objections or claims raised during the revision period, the list is the one that will be used in the next general election. The revised list contains of 23,647 voters, which represents an overall increase of 2,421 or 11.4% over the list used for the April 2017 general election. 1,406 new voters were added since January 1st. The electoral district of Newlands saw the highest increase in registered voters, 18.4% compared to April 2017, while Cayman Brac East revised register of electors reduced by 1.2% compared to April 2017. The supervisor of elections, Wesley Howell, gave heartfelt thanks to the district registering officers and the elections office team, who worked hard to process all applications and change of detail forms, with 506 new voter applications and 256 change of detail forms received on the final day of registration. Reporting for Radio Cayman News, I'm Dion Anglin.
For the next 21 days, the Register of Electors list is open for the public to review and submit claims and objections. So, for example, if your name has been wrongly removed from the list or stated incorrectly in the revised list, you can ask for that to be changed. You can find out more about the process by visiting elections.ky. Now, the period for claims and objection submissions closes on Thursday, February 25th. After that, the list of all claims and objections will be published on Thursday, March 4th, 2021, and available for review until the 19th of March. Hearings of claims and objections by the revising officer, the Chief Magistrate, will be held between Monday, the 22nd, and Friday, the 26th of March. On the conclusion of the hearings, the rulings of the revising officer will be applied to the revised list, and that will form the official list of electors. The list will come into effect on April 1st and will be the list used for the next general election, which will be held on the 26th of May. The Cayman Islands National Weather Service welcomes two new members, Paul Taylor and Torianne Daly, to the team. CIGTV's Donna Bush has more.
The two new team members are expected to start a 4-month online training course with the Caribbean Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology as of the 1st of March. After the successful completion of the course and approved internal assessment period, they will receive an internationally recognized certificate as weather observers. Now, a Weather Office press release says, despite the ongoing pandemic, agencies such as the Maritime Authority, aviation sector, and hazard management continue to support the need for more staff within the Weather Service to allow them to comply with the demanding needs from their stakeholders.
That is CIGTV's Donna Bush. Civil servants celebrate their achievements after completing government's Strategic Reform Implementation Unit 2020 Professional Certification Program. Radio Cayman's Shanda Gallego has more.
A further 61 professional certifications were earned by civil servants through the Strategic Reforms Implementation Unit's 2020 Professional Certification Program. The program included courses in business case development, change management, and project management. For last year, the courses were delivered remotely, along with online proctored examinations. Those who participated in the training program, which aims to build capacity and capability across the civil service, came from a wide range of civil service agencies. 23 of these certifications earned were at the highest practitioner level. Since its pilot in 2018, the professional certification program has certified over 130 civil servants in the disciplines of project management, business case development, and writing, and change management. As many civil servants have earned more than one certification, a total of 263 individual certifications have been achieved. Back in December, Deputy Governor Honorable France Manderson and Chief Advisor to the Deputy Governor, Mary Rodriguez, joined participants at a special appreciation ceremony to celebrate their achievements. The ceremony recognized the top scorers in each examination cohort, along with the individuals who successfully completed the practitioner certification. Shanda Gallego, Radio Cayman News.
The National Gallery is bringing back the Cayman Islands Biennial. Radio Cayman's Carsley Fuller speaks to Gallery Director Natalie Urquhart.
So I understand you're reaching out to Cayman's art scene for a special event. What's up?
It's our final call this week at the National Gallery of the Cayman Islands for the next iteration of the Cayman Islands Biennial. The Biennial will be taking place in April 2021, and it will once again seek to represent the latest developments within the Caymanian contemporary art scene, assembling an assortment of the strongest work in a variety of media from artists across the Cayman Islands and the Caymanian diaspora.
And what's the focus going to be this year?
This year, the project is organised under the title Reimagine Futures, and all Cayman-based artists are invited to submit work that responds to the monumental upheavals that we've seen take place in 2020, the worldwide impact of the coronavirus pandemic, ongoing environmental challenges, and social justice movements.
It seems silly to ask this, but why this particular subject?
We feel that these themes will, of course, shape our collective future, both in the short term and the long term, and we were interested in finding out how artists are also responding to these moments. Contemporary work in a wide variety of media will be considered, from painting and sculpture to digital media, film, video art, sound installations, performance, written and spoken word, craft and textiles. We also encourage artists to consider submitting work that might be displayed outside the traditional art gallery environment, out in the community, and to pay particular consideration to spaces in both of our sister islands, as this is a tri-island, multi-venue art project.
More details at nationalgallery.org.ky. The final artwork needs to be delivered to the NGCI site on or before March 31st. The exhibition runs from April 9th until July 31st. Christina Powell is one of this year's Proud of Them honorees, recognized for her achievements in academics.
I feel blessed and honored to be selected as one of this year's honorees, as I truly put my best into all that I do.
Christina is part of the round 12 cohort of Proud of Them honorees. You can see Christina's video profile in full by visiting the Cayman Islands Youth Services YouTube channel. Find a nice spot to gaze up at the sky Friday evening so you can catch a glimpse at a quick flyby of the International Space Station.
It'll rise at the horizon in the northwest at 7:16 p.m. It'll climb up across the sky as a bright white dot, and above the horizon in the southeast, it'll disappear into Earth's shadow at 7:22.
President of the Cayman Islands Astronomical Society, Tyan Miller. That is your latest local news from Radio Cayman's newsroom. I'm April Cummings.